Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 18 of What If Izuna Uchiha was Naruto Ancestor. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also stay in tune because after this I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto Rebuild the Uzumaki clan. So yeah guys, stay in tune for that. And also over on Anime King, I post a new episode of What If Naruto was neglected by everyone, so go ahead and check it out and enjoy. And later on, I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Kaguya was Naruto's mother, so stay in tune for that. And I hope you guys enjoy each and every episode that I post today. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice overall, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support, and yeah, without further ado, let's begin this new episode. Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So to do a bit of a recap, it has been a week since Naruto was at Wave, as he was getting information for the Konoha team that is going to come and get rid of Gato. As Naruto captured Haku, the demon brothers tried to attack Naruto. Naruto quickly disposed of them. They were nothing, not near his league. Even though he was in a bad shape, he knew that Zabuza will come, and he wanted to defeat Zabuza, so he will then take control of the head of Gato's army, and be Gato's right-hand man, and then he will get more information. Naruto also meet a young little girl, as she asked him for food. As Naruto brought her to the nearest restaurant as he gave her food, the waiter then came over. As she asked him why he's doing this, she has seen him around, and he's so kind. As Naruto told her that it's best to give things away, knowing that you will no longer need them because he's dying. As the girl didn't know, as she felt sad, but Naruto told her it was alright. But if Naruto finds Tsunade in time, he will be able to heal, as Kurama is keep telling him to do that. But he told Kurama that the mission come first. Naruto still doesn't remember anything about Ren, his daughter, as Itachi had wiped his memory, but Kurama knew, and he's trying to keep the information away from Naruto. Back at Konoha, an elite team of Kurenai, Kakashi, Anko, and Gai was formed to make sure to show the other nations that Konoha is still one of the strongest villages, seeing that they lost so much Anfu when Naruto attacked them. As Kurenai said that the mission come first and the safety of the village come first as well, so if they find Naruto, they should take him out and bring him back dead or alive, as Kakashi couldn't even think that what made her so cold and heartless. It seems like what Naruto did really break her. There was a huge commotion at the gate, as the team went over there to see the gate bust open, as it was from Tsunade, who had punched the gate as she was looking for Sarutobi. Meanwhile, Naruto came face to face with Zabuza on the lake, but Zabuza wasn't alone. He brought Reiga, one of the 7 ninja swordsmen, with his twin swords, the Kibas, as Zabuza knew how strong Naruto was, and he knew by himself he couldn't handle him, so he's going to make it a fair fight by bringing someone else to help him. But Naruto is in bad condition now, as Kurama think that this is the worstest time for him to be alone. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself, so let's start this new episode. The battle has been going on a while between Naruto and Zabuza and Reiga. The both of them team up on Naruto and they beat him down, as Reiga hit Naruto in the water, as he then fired off a lightning bolt that struck the water with great force, as it was a huge bang. "It's over," said Zabuza. "Let's go and find Haku." But the both of them stopped, as the water exploded, as they saw none other than Naruto standing on top of the water. His body was covered in blue chakra, and his ki was so malicious that it made the both of them sweat. But their eyes went wide when they saw Naruto had a 3-totem Sharingan in both eyes. What the hell, said Reiga in shock. That's impossible, said Zabuza. Naruto was looking at his body with a curious look on his face. Too much chakra, he said, as a smile then came on his face. He is enjoying this battle. He can handle so much pain and still fight. Kushina, you have given birth to a monster, Kurama said. But Reiga was silent before he could even finish that sentence, as Naruto appeared in front of him and planted his feet into Reiga's chest, sending him flying away. As he was sent flying 30 feet away into the docks, as Zabuza was now beyond shock. Your turn, said Naruto, as he speed through hand sign, and Zabuza did the same thing, both of them performing the same jutsu. Water style, water bullets, water style, water bullets, as both the attacks collided with each other at full force and cancelled each other out. Naruto and Zabuza battled with each other, and Zabuza knew that Naruto was fighting with all of his strength because the blonde attack was ferocious. Zabuza tried to backhand Naruto away, but Naruto grabbed his hand and twisted it as there was a crack, as Naruto then gave Zabuza a massive headbutt that sent him flying away. Damn it, he was testing us, Zabuza thought worriedly. Zabuza wiped away the blood that was leaking from his forehead as Reiga landed beside him and blood was gushing from his mouth. So, you're a Uchiha. This world is full of lie and deception, said Zabuza with a chuckle. On that, we can agree, said Naruto with a small smile, as he then speed through hand sign. Fire style, fireball jutsu, as both Zabuza and Reiga jumped out of the way of the massive fireball as it smashed into the water and steam was everywhere. As Naruto noticed, the mist started to appear everywhere. As Naruto's eyes went wide, both Reiga and Zabuza were masters in the arts of the silent killing. Damn, he cursed, this is going to be a hectic battle, as he then created 50 clones and sent the clones out in all directions as he jumped back and started to heal himself, as he heard clashes as his clones was being slashed down one by one. As Naruto was getting a lot of information from his clones once they dispel, after a while his wounds were fully healed and he got all the information from his clone about Reiga and Zabuza, how they use the mist to fight. You use your clones as decoys and you bought yourself a good enough time to heal. Good strategy, Kurama said, as Naruto just nodded. But he had to admit, creating that large amount of clones has put a lot of dent in his chakra reserve, but it was worth it. As the last clone member came towards him, he jumped towards the southeast direction as he went through hand sign in mid-air. Wind style, great breakthrough! A deadly wind attack was released from Naruto's mouth, and after 2 seconds there was 2 cries as the attack hit their targets. As the mist started to dissipate, what did you do? Said Kurama. This jutsu is dependent on the amount of chakra the user put into it. There is only one way in escaping this jutsu, by hitting its target and it would disrupt their chakra and it will vanish. Kurama gave a firm nod as he understood what Naruto was doing. As Naruto saw Reiga and Zabuza beside each other, they had cuts all over their bodies and blood was leaking from their wounds like a river. The clones had put up a good fight and Naruto's last wind attack had caused his opponents some serious injuries. You're good, kid, said Zabuza with a dark chuckle. But not good enough to take both of us down, said Reiga, as he went through hand sign, water style, violent water wave. As Zabuza did the same thing, water style, water dragon bullet technique, he said. A large water dragon was created by Zabuza that combined with a large tidal wave that Reiga had formed. Both of the attacks has now taken the shape of a violent dragon that was riding on top of a 50 feet tidal wave. Damn it, this is bad, thought Kurama. However, he was quite surprised when Naruto looked at the attack that was heading towards him with an interested look on his face. Wow, this seemed like a cool move. Maybe I should try to learn it as well, said Naruto. What the hell? Thought a wide-eyed Kurama. Were all Uchiha stupid or something? Because right now any man would try to run when such an attack was heading their way. You dumbass, attack quickly or get the hell out of the way, Kurama said. Oh, you're no fun, stupid fox, said Naruto, as Kurama growled at him. Alright, fine, said Naruto. Fire style, fire barrier. A monstrous wave of fire was released from Naruto's mouth that slowly surrounded him, and it took the shape of a skull, as it then rose up and rushed forward as it slammed into the attack, creating mist all over the area. A new jutsu? Thought Kurama. Reiga was confident that his attack had taken out Naruto, so he wasn't prepared when Naruto broke out of the mist and delivered a powerful spinning kick to his chest and then an elbow under his chin. As Naruto then pulled back his hand as a large amount of chakra was in it, and then he slammed it right into Reiga's chest. Double bone attack, Naruto shouted. Reiga eyes widened in pain and horror as he felt all of his ribs were getting smashed into little bits. The pain was so unbearable that he couldn't even scream. No noise would come out as he was sent flying and crashing into the water. What the hell, said Zabuza. What was that, Kurama said in shock. As Naruto gave Zabuza a murderous look, as Zabuza was now terrified of this boy. Even he had heard Reiga ribs getting cracked by that attack. Just because I'm dying doesn't mean I won't improve my skills. That attack was not perfect. I still have to improve, Naruto said. Naruto, you improved your taijutsu? Asked Kurama in surprise. I read the Forbidden Scroll and found out about this attack, but this is still half of its power, said Naruto. As Kurama was baffled, as he didn't want to think what a fully powered dual bone attack would do. But that jutsu came at a cost, as he saw blood was coming from Naruto's arm, as his muscles were badly damaged by the force. I will have to use my trump card right now, thought Zabuza in fear. Naruto and Zabuza heard some sound from their right, and in a flash Reiga jumped out of the water as he was pissed. I'm gonna kill you, said Reiga, as he then coughed up a huge glob of blood. Amazing, you're still standing, said Naruto, as Zabuza pulled out his sword and pointed at Naruto, as Naruto realized something was coming. Naruto Uchiha, witness our true power, Zabuza said, as Naruto's eyes went wide, as he saw Zabuza's sword start to glow brightly, and he had a bad feeling about this. As Naruto watched lightning cackle around Reiga's sword, as the lightning then came around Reiga as well, as a lightning skeleton was around him, as water was forming around Zabuza's blade, as the blade started to shrink in size, as the water was getting more dense and dense around his sword. So this is the true power of the 7 ninja swordsmen, thought Kurama. Naruto's head was down, as he wasn't even looking at them, as he was not fazed by their power. Only one thought was going through his mind: guilt. He had promised to himself that he wouldn't use his power ever, but right now he couldn't use the Mangekyou or Kurama's power, so he has to. As Naruto just wished his brother would understand. Naruto, what are you going to do? Asked Kurama. Forgive me, Shin, said Naruto. I'm going to use your power. A huge explosion happened that startled Reiga, Zabuza, and even Kurama. It was pure chakra. So this is a trick you have up your sleeve, thought Kurama, as he remembered Naruto told him that he had a trick up his sleeve. As a little piece of shirt burned away off Naruto's chest, his face mask also burned away. As Naruto unsheathed his sword, and the entire ocean was now on fire, the entire wave country was feeling its power. As Zabuza's eyes widened, reduced the whole creation to ashes, he thought. Ryujin Jaka. Both the legendary swordsman's eyes widened when they saw the power being released from Naruto. The entire ocean was now on fire, and as a result, steam was rising that was reducing everyone's sight. I will end this once and for all, said Naruto, as he raised his sword up in the air. Fortress blaze. Zabuza and Reiga quickly jumped away, as all around them flames started to rise, and now they were surrounded by flames from all sides. The flame even extended up to 50 feet in the air and even beneath the water itself. What is this? Asked Rega in pain, as he didn't have much time left. I don't feel like telling you that. Let's end this in 3 strikes, said Naruto coldly. Rega, we cannot stay in this barrier. I will cover you. Try to escape from this barrier after my attack and strike him from behind. We only have one chance, Zabuza whispered as Rega nodded. Now, Zabuza said as he rushed forward. Try new wave of destruction, Zabuza yelled. And a enormous 30 feet of water was heading at Naruto at a tremendous speed. Countered right now, said Kurama, but Naruto didn't move at all, he just stood there. As Kurama was surprised, at the last moment the wave of water changed direction and hit the firewall behind Naruto, creating a lot of steam. Now's my chance, thought Rega, as he was already on his way to escape from the barrier. As he jumped to where the myths were, this was one of Zabuza's powerful water attacks. Those flames was no match for it. Burn, said Naruto, and what happened next shocked Zabuza and Rega to the core. As the entire mist disappeared, and the firewall burned more brightly, and in the center of all that flame was Rega himself. As Zabuza was shocked like hell as he watched Rega's body turn into ashes within seconds and disappear instantly. Strike 1 complete, said Naruto, as he was now looking at Zabuza as if he was his prey. Impossible, those flames shouldn't be standing after my very powerful water attack, said Zabuza in disbelief. This boy, no, this monster, how powerful are you? He had just defeated Rega in a way nothing was left. Even his Kiba blades were disintegrated by that flame. You don't get it, said Naruto. This is the most powerful sword of this world. You thought you could sneak up behind me and finish me off? A sound strategy. But just not enough to defeat this sword, Naruto said. Where the hell did you find that sword? Asked Zabuza. It was a sword that I took from my best friend. You can even call him my big brother. It was a shame that I had to kill him, Naruto said. I need to hit him with everything I got, Zabuza thought, as he gathered all the chakra he had left. God of waterfall, he said. Naruto was quite shocked when he saw large water wave coming up from every part of the sea and was rushing towards him quickly. This was no ordinary attack his enemy was about to witness and use his most powerful technique. He wanted to take me out with him, thought the surprised Naruto. Strike 2, Teimatsu, said Naruto. A large dragon of fire was now around Naruto's sword. In a flash, he appeared in mid-air as he swung his sword around in all directions. The giant fire dragon released a sea of flames that engulfed all the water force. As Naruto's hand was burned from intense flame. Damn it, I still cannot control the power of this sword to the fully. How did Shin manage to use it in the second stage? As he was still at the first stage and he still couldn't control it fully. As Naruto landed on the ground, as he was huffing and puffing, as he saw Zabuza came out of the mist, his clothes was badly burned, he was almost naked, and Naruto could see his bulging muscles and also the bandage on his face was gone. As he looked at Naruto, "You're powerful, boy, but I'm gonna kill you," he said. Damn it, I can't use this sword anymore. It might destroy the entire Wave country. It was true, Naruto had saw Shin use the sword to its full power, but the sword took years upon years to learn how to completely master its power, and Naruto hasn't done that. It seems that we have to increase your training with this sword, and most importantly, taijutsu, Kurama said. As Zabuza rushed over to Naruto, Naruto quickly looked up. As he looked into Zabuza's eyes, as Zabuza was frozen, as trees break from the ground and wrapped around Zabuza's body. Damn it, Genjutsu, he thought, as he bit down hard on his tongue. But Naruto was already in front of him with a Chidori. As Zabuza turned his body, as the Chidori tear right through his shoulder. Zabuza screamed out in pain as his entire left hand was now useless in this battle. Blood splattered all over Naruto's face, as Zabuza then head-butted Naruto. As Naruto lost his balance, Naruto's eyes then widened as he felt something pierce through him. as Kurama's eyes widened as well. There standing behind Naruto was another Zabuza who pierced the large sword right through him. He looked at the Zabuza in front of him and saw him giving him a victorious look. Water clone jutsu, success, Zabuza whispered. How? Naruto asked as he coughed up a lot of blood. I didn't use any hand signs. You could never see my attack. You are a good opponent, but it ends here, Zabuza said. As Zabuza ripped the sword right out of his stomach. As Naruto was still standing, Zabuza then grabbed him by his collar. Why do you still fight? He asked. When he looked into Naruto's eyes, he saw he was broken. Those eyes that show loneliness, misery, and pain. I made a promise, said Naruto, as a few tears came from his eyes. Naruto, Kurama said in shock and fear, as Kurama saw a sea of darkness approaching his cage. He's finished, said Dark Naruto sadly. He had enough of this cruel world, and maybe this was enough for the both of them. Do something, you stupid idiot! Yelled Kurama as he looked at Dark Naruto. Can't you see it? He can't take it anymore. I am part of him. What do you think we are? Shut up, said Kurama, as he couldn't use his chakra to heal Naruto because it would kill him instantly. Can't you see it, said Dark Naruto, as he also had a hole in his stomach. Where are my friends? Where is Kurenai? In the end, as we feared. I'm alone, he said. Naruto coughed up more blood in the real world. Why? Why do you drive so far? What pushed you? Zabuza asked. Because I love her, said Naruto. Chidori, Iso. As Zabuza's eyes went wide, as he looked down to see lightning burst through his heart. It was from Naruto's hand. In the end, he defeated me, thought Zabuza. Forgive me, Haku. As he released Naruto, as he released Haku and stumbled back. Zabuza's body started drown in the water as the water clone vanished. Not yet, said Naruto, as he pulled a small scroll from his pocket. He slowly opened the scroll. He had to do this. He couldn't die without doing this. Naruto soaked his hand with his own blood. He could barely see, and he didn't have enough chakra to heal his own body, as he wrote a message on the scroll. As he then collapsed on his knees. Naruto, hang in there, said Kurama, but Naruto couldn't hear his voice. As Kurama watched as Naruto went through hand sign and slammed his hand on the water surface. Summoning Jutsu, a small crow appeared in front of Naruto as he gave the crow the scroll. As he whispered something into the crow's ear. As the crow flew off, as Naruto couldn't maintain chakra anymore and he fell into the ocean. As Naruto was drowning, as he closed his eyes ready to see the Shinigami, but instead, his eyes snapped back open as he was in a plane that was completely white. Where am I? He thought. We need to talk, said a voice. As Naruto knew that voice, but it couldn't be, he thought, as he slowly turned around. Brother? Naruto said in shock, as he saw Shin standing there. That face, that uniform, that same kind smile. This was definitely Shin, but he was supposed to be dead. I know you have a lot of questions, and I have some questions for you as well, but still, it is good to see you, said Shin. As Shin gave him a hug, as Naruto didn't know what was going on, but he gently hugged Shin back. As a lone tear slipped from his eye, it has been so many years. I missed you, said Naruto. As Shin chuckled, he was happy to see Naruto again. You seem to have grown up since the last time I saw you, said Shin. What is this? Is it heaven or hell? It is definitely not hell, since you wouldn't be in such a place. Hell is for people like, but he was cut off as Shin bumped him on the head. That hurt, said Naruto. Right now you're inside of Raijin Jaka in your world. This is not heaven or hell. As Naruto was shocked as he didn't understand. Raijin Jaka was a sword and you died years ago. I don't understand, Naruto said. There is many things you don't know about this sword. But right now you're on the verge of death and I can save you, said Shin. No, said Naruto. What? Shin said as he looked at Naruto. This is my choice. I made peace with death. This is the end of the line for me, said Naruto, as he closed his eyes. He then looked down. Moron, I can save your life. You can go back and have another chance, said Shin, but Naruto then gave him an angry look. Go back to what? A life of pain, suffering. You want me to go back to that? Shin's eyes widened when he heard that. Did the world truly make his little brother into the man that he was seeing right now? He had seen everything that happened to Naruto, and none of it was his fault at all. You're not the Naruto I knew, said Shin in a disappointed tone. Call me whatever you want, since I'm dead. None of this matters. Demon, traitor, bastard. Call me whatever you like, said Naruto. Just who are you, Naruto? Shin asked, as he looked at him. Even I don't know, brother. Even I don't know who I am anymore. Shin then tightened his fist as he slammed it into Naruto's face, as Naruto fell to the ground. Listen to yourself. You're trying to be someone else that you're not, living a life of lie. As he placed a feet on Naruto's chest. What does it matter to you? Naruto asked, as Shin kicked him right in the face. You, Shin said. Both you and I fought, bled, died for this village, said Naruto, and what we got in return, disgrace and death. Just let me die in peace. It doesn't matter what kind of darkness or corruption that is in the village. You and I are both soldiers that fought for our village. But I failed. I couldn't protect Sai or bring the peace that he wanted to the village. I failed all, said Naruto, as a few tears came out of his eyes. Shin removed his leg from Naruto's chest, as he sat down right beside Naruto. It's my fault that you turned out like this. If I hadn't put my dreams on you, none of this would have ever happened. I was dying, Naruto, and you were the only one that I trusted to bring peace and harmony in the village. What do you mean, Naruto asked. I should have known true peace is not possible in the world. The only thing I wanted was for you and Sai to live. But it's my fault Sai is dead. Because of me, said Naruto. This is your problem, and I knew it from the beginning. You always try to do everything on your own, never trusting everyone and bearing all that burden on your shoulder. That is your curse. So before I die, I seal a part of my chakra inside of Raijin chakra to save your life if you ever came close to death, Shin said. Then you're just, Naruto said sadly, as he knew Shin would disappear once his chakra vanished. Yes, said Shin honestly. He had to make things right no matter what. I saw everything that happened, and I am proud, as well as sad at the same time, said Shin. You never separate Raijin chakra from yourself, and you used it on every mission that you went on, so I was able to witness all the things that you went through. The things I did, what I became, I broke everyone's heart, said Naruto. Make up for it. Are you going to give up? You made a mistake. Fix them. You broke everyone's hearts? Apologize. Don't be a coward, said Shin. Shin, said Naruto. If you die like this, nothing is going to change. Orochimaru will destroy Konoha. Kurenai, Anko, Kakashi, Konohamaru, everyone. They're all going to die a painful death. But I cannot involve my friends or my family in this, said Naruto. I admit you're strong enough to do this mission, but you have lost sight of what is the most important thing in the world. And what is that, Naruto asked. All of those who care about you. They all helped you. But if you only care about your pain and forget about them, that makes you even worse than scum, said Shin. What have I done, said Naruto, as he understand. It was Kurenai who made you strong, loved you, and stand by your side. Would you repay her like this? I guess I screwed up big time, said Naruto slowly. The damage he had done was more bad than he thought. Don't try to shoulder everything alone, or you will lose sight of yourself. Talk to her. If you truly love her, then you must understand the pain you caused her, and apologize. I forgot everyone and made mistakes, but from now on, I will do what is right, said Naruto, as Shin smiled when he heard that. Naruto was surprised when Shin hugged him tightly. You're the only one who can make this right. I believe in you, Naruto, Shin said, as Shin broke the hug and placed a hand on Naruto's chest. It's time for me to go. I'll save your life, but this is the last time. As blue chakra came from Shin's hands and slammed into Naruto as he was drifting away from Shin. Wait, said Naruto, but he was being pulled back. You can make things right. I'm counting on you, said Shin with a smile, as Naruto was pulled away. Back in the real world, Naruto was on top of the water, as he was back in Wave Country. His wounds were healed. Naruto, you're not dead, said Kurama, as he thought it was all over. Naruto gripped his sword tightly, as Kurama was shocked when a dark, yellow cloak appeared on Naruto's body. This is, said Kurama, as a smile came on Naruto's face, and the look in his eyes changed. He felt free. There was no burden on his heart. Time skip. Kurenai was sitting in a bar. Things had changed in the village, seeing that the two Sanins returned. And one of them, Tsunade, almost killed the Hokage, but the other villagers knew that Konoha is not weak, even after a huge setback. Hey, said a voice, as she turned to see Uncle. Huh? I thought you were supposed to be with Kakashi, she said. Well, it irritates me to no end when he keep on reading that porn. Huh, things don't change, said Kurenai, as Uncle was happy that she saw that small smile on Kurenai's face, even if it was only for a second. As Uncle sat down, as the both of them started to talk, Kurenai has been learning from Guy, improving her taijutsu a lot, as the both of them had some normal conversation, seeing that Uncle didn't want Kurenai to feel more depressed. But Uncle had something on her mind that she wants to ask Kurenai. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want a real answer, okay? Shoot, said Kurenai. Can you kill Naruto? Uncle asked. As Kurenai looked at her, what could she say? As the rational part of her was screaming to say yes, but her heart was saying no. And in the end, her heart won. I can't, she said. As Uncle smiled when hearing that. Then why did you say you wanted us to kill him during the team meeting? Uncle asked, as Kurenai rubbed her forehead. It was protocol. He's a missing nin now. And I just want to let the team to know what to do with him. I was pissed. I was frustrated with everything. The villagers, the Hokage, everyone, she said. But I can't kill him, she said, as Uncle looked at her. She was glad that the old Kurenai was still in here. Both of them knew that Naruto wasn't evil. It was far from it. And they were not going to accept him as a criminal, even if everyone was against him. Even if he had used them for his own benefit, as the Hokage said. He did not abandon them, and they will not do the same to him. He stick with them in the tough times, but now that he's gone, they will stick with him as well, no matter what. Until I hear the truth from your mouth, I won't accept you as a murderer, Naruto, Uncle thought, with a smile on her face, because you're like a brother to me. Meanwhile, in the hospital, Hiruzen was on his bed. Damn, I can't even smoke, he thought. He still remembered what happened a few days ago, and never in his entire life he has come close to death. Flashback, a few days ago. Hiruzen Sarutobi was a very strong ninja. He had fought through 3 wars. He was a cage for decades. But right now, he was very nervous in his chair, as a pissed off Tsunade was coming for him. But guys, I'm be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn that bell notification stay posted. Remember to share all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, stay in tune for the rest of the what is coming your way. I'm going to be posting what if Naruto rebuild the Uzumaki clan on this channel, and over on Anime King I'm going to be posting a new episode of what if Kaguya was Naruto's mother, and I already posted a new episode of what if Naruto was neglected by everyone. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And remember, if you're new, to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2. And thank you for all of your help and support. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.